8 and 2, 82. 8-0, blind 80.
I'm Dorcas Hayward, I'm Secretary here of Llangeinor Senior Citizens. Due to Communities First, we were able to go to St Fagans and we had a wonderful day out there. We all took a picnic and it was absolutely lovely.
Top of the shop, 90.
I also had booty brought in from Communities First as well. We were funded for booty to have therapies, facials, our hair done, so our nails, what we would like to have done really, and haven't always got the money for. I told Paula that we would like to go ahead and have the funding. She set the wheels in motion then, she got the forms, helped us fill them in and told us the right way, I suppose, to go about it, and then it all went ahead.
My name is Wayne Rose, I'm the Secretary of Llangeinor Football Club. I'm also the Chair of the Focus Group. Been involved with it since Community First has started. It's a group that's been set up by the community with members of other organisations to try and improve facilities and services in Llangeinor.
Involved with the running of the building. Action.
The first thing that happened was we had some street lighting renewed in the Hil Pandy. We've had money for equipment, kitchen equipment in the Richard Price Centre and in the football club. The mini pitch, which is just to my left here, was that was done with grant money, with the help of BCBC, UEFA, who funded the pitch. BCBC helped with the funding towards the installation of the pitch, which we received 15 grand from Communities First for. All in total, it's in the region of £67,000 we gained for that mini pitch, which is a fantastic achievement for a little village. But I think we're going to put a notice board in the village, which will make more people aware of what's going on. It'll be by the post office, the zebra crossing. A lot of people don't go to the Richard Price Centre or come to the club to see what's going on. So I think if we can put a notice board in the village, it will give people who use the post office and shops a chance to see what is happening in the village. Hopefully we can get more people on board and things will become easier for the people who are doing the work, because the more people you get, the easier it becomes. And the word will spread around the village.
You know, it's a slow process. Doing things in the community and asking local people to sort of take charge, it's a very big ask. And it's not something that I've taken. I mean, we have to realise that a lot of these people are giving their time freely. They're volunteers, they're not paid members of staff, and they've got their own lives, their own families, work, etc. They've got to, you know, sort of balance as well. So it's not a fast process, it's a slow process, but I'd like to think that even just by bringing in the Communities First Trust Fund, by having myself as a sort of facilitator of the programme, that we've been able to start to break down some of the barriers as to why people perhaps have never challenged things that have happened in the past. We really needed to say, hey, you all live in this community. The only way we'll ever get anything and achieve anything is by actually working together. So we developed the focus group so we could pull together individuals from the community, representatives from the groups as they were developing, and anybody that was really interested in making sure that Llangeinor was a good place to live, visit and work really. That partnership meets once a month, usually either in the Richard Price Centre or in the football club. We tend to obviously put as much leaflets and notice as we can around, and it's open to anybody that wants to become a member. But even if they can't perhaps attend meetings, we're more than happy to be able to provide them copies of the notes or the minutes from the meetings, to just let them know, you know, this is what we're doing at the moment. It's a special day really to open this computer suite today. I'd like to hand you over to Mrs. Barbara Davis, who is the chairperson of the Richard Price Centre. Can I stand here? Of course you can.
Go Barbara, speak! The Richard Price Centre Committee are proud to be able to open the first open access community IT suite that the Llangeinor ward has had.
Before I hand over the scissors, as it were, to Janice to actually do the official cutting of the ribbon, a couple of things that we need to be, for everybody to know really. I mean, what we've tried to do initially is we haven't run any courses. What we've done is we said, right, okay, let's open it up. Some people have never switched a computer on before. So what we wanted to try and do was just let people come in, press the button.
Like IT for beginners type things, huh? Yeah.
So we thought what we'd do is just open it up initially for the first few months, just as open access. So So everybody's welcome to use it.
Thank you all very much for inviting me to come here this afternoon to open this computer suite. I've had a quick look at it and I'm really impressed with the equipment that you've got in there. And to the lady there that was asking about courses, that's what we need. We need people like you to come forward and say what you want in your community. That's what Communities First is all about. And it is building capacity within you, the people who live in Llangeinor, to say what you want and to make sure that wherever possible it is delivered. Okay then, right. So I am delighted to declare the IT suite in the Richard Price Centre open. Thank you very much.
Well, I've been on the committee for years. I was on it, went off, come back on, and I just like being down there. Is it like that?
So if you click once in the address bar.
I don't do it that way, so I go the other way when you know what you mean.
Okay.
And we try to get as much
Type in www.
go in the building as possible for the community. I take ages now to look at this now. Whatever we can get in, yeah, really.
Hi Barbara, how are you doing?
Not too bad, lad.
So what are you looking at today then?
Looking at the news.
Looking at the news. So obviously this is much better now, Barb, being able to access the internet from the computer suite, something that we've never had in the community before. It's an open access suite where anybody can walk in and use the facilities, surf the net, and hopefully get support from by one of our tutors.
Yeah, yeah.
Another initiative that Communities First has helped to facilitate is the Communities Focused School Play Area at Tinnereal School.
I'm Pearl Pascoe, the nursery nurse in Tinnereal School. We're in the yard and it's playtime. Well, we've been very lucky. The children thoroughly enjoy the play area. It's been fantastic for their development. Their coordination is improved. Their social skills, they thoroughly love the play area. It's inviting and cosy and quite exciting for them.
So realistically, as a worker with Communities First, it's not you saying you must do this. It's us saying what do you want to do and how can we sort of help to support you to do that. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, it is making sure that local people have the skills and the knowledge to be able to take forward these things in the future. So if they're unhappy about the way a service is being delivered, they can say, hey, can we change this? Can we look at how we do this? And it's that whole system of getting that support in and helping to develop people so that their communities ultimately are better places. I think there's been a lot of people, local people, that have worked exceptionally hard. And at sometimes they've thought, I know that some of them thought, is it worth it? But when you go back and you speak to them, and then they say it really has been worth it. We've made a difference. We've made this place a better place to live. And if young people or older people or just generally people are feeling this is a safer community, there is things happening in this community, then that must be good for everyone.